The three ways to sell art. I believe every single solitary artist, every single solitary photographer that is serious about growing a business needs to be putting all three into practice. And what is number one? Number one, the best way to sell art. What is it? Trick question. Of course, it's in person, face to face. It always has been. It always will be. That's not going to change anytime soon. But the problem is that all of us are geographically fixed on this planet. We all need to sleep, and we can't have 15 conversations unless you're my wife at once. So, to solve for that, we have to have a website. Okay. The website solves for all of those situations. It solves for the situations where you're asleep. It solves for the situations where folks are not geographically located in your town. You can have 50 people on your website at once. So that is the second way. But the trick question, the dirty little secret here, and you know, it, understand the subtle irony here that everyone thinks that we're a website provider. The website is the worst way of the three. Okay, it is the worst way of the three to sell art. Does that mean it's not important? No, it is critically important. But the second way, okay, the newest way, the way that everyone right now in the art selling world, let alone art selling world, entire e-commerce digital marketing world is trying to figure out is exactly what we're doing right now. It is leveraging live video in either a one-to-one capacity or a one-to-many capacity to sell your work. One-to-one. I come to Greg's website. I'm following him on social. I say, Greg, I really like your work. Do you think we could set up a Zoom call? I'd like you to show me a couple of pieces. I'm trying to outfit a bathroom in my new house. Greg says, no problem, Patrick. I'd love to schedule that Zoom call with you. He schedules it. He's got the pieces ready to go. He's showing them to me on video. He's talking about his inspiration. We're getting into prices. He gets the deal over the line. That's one-to-one. What about one-to-many? One-to-many is where you leverage the latest and greatest, which is the concept of a live art show. Okay. And I don't care if we're talking about a live art show that goes down in your basement studio. This is his garage studio, this particular fellow, and he's showing off some works and he's streaming it live to the various different social media sites. And he's selling in a one-to-many fashion. Okay. A whole bunch of different people can pop onto this. This is a version where it's just him in his basement. We've run other shows with this particular gentleman, a longtime customer. This one was in the middle of COVID when he actually did have the gallery show. Okay, exact same concept, right? Shows hung in the gallery. The show went down last night. A good portion of the work sold, and now he's turning the cameras on, and we can get into the tech for this later. And he's walking people through the show. He's talking about the show. He's talking about the various different pieces, and this is the next best thing. Okay, that gets as close as possible. Okay, to selling in person, face to face. Right? If the best way to sell art is in person, the best way to sell art would have been if it is at his gallery opening, right? If we were at his gallery opening, cocktail in hand, walking around, talking to the artist, putting a little red dot on the thing if we were going to buy it, and all of that. All right. The next best thing is this, and it's pretty doggone close. Like, we are in his actual gallery show. He's walking through the actual pieces. He has a glass of wine in his hand like he would in an opening night. People are asking questions live and trying to figure it out. And the entire art selling world is trying to figure this out right now. And it goes from anyone that's not even ever sold anything at all the way to people at the very, very top of the food chain. So let's talk about the top of the food chain. This is the Art Market Report. It's put out by Art Basel, UBS. It comes out on a yearly basis. Totally think you guys should read it. Yours is not an industry where there is a tremendous amount of reports. Now, the disclaimer in this particular thing is these guys are surveying primarily the one percenters, okay? The one percenters, the very top of the very top, the ones that are selling at the biggest galleries in the world, the ones that are selling at Christie's and Sotheby's. But the lessons are still important, and the lessons definitely apply to us. Okay, and you can download the PDF of this, which I recommend. It's a pretty significant report, but it's awesome. But they also have this quick findings section, and I want to talk to you. Where's there's one section? Let me just look at the online sales. And I quote, Chapter 5 looks at the online art market, the rapid evolution in sales in 2021. The chapter shows how the dealer sector shifted sales online in 2020 and the development of online viewing rooms, OVRs. And it goes on and on. You know what OVRs are? OVRs are a fancy way to say Zoom calls. Okay? Zoom calls with high net worth individuals in which the artist or the artist agent is attempting to sell the work over Zoom. It was incredibly successful for the best-selling, highest ticket artists in the world. It was incredibly successful for even everyone at the bottom. But it is the future. It is the next best way. It is sell in person, can't do it. Sell via these live art shows, one to one or one to many. And the third is on the website. I believe every artist needs to understand that. I believe every artist needs to be practicing that. And if you do, you are maximizing your ability to sell and derive revenue from your business.